Oh,
Hey, John, I hope all is well. Thank you for jumping on. It's really important to me because I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to develop. And it's really important to me because I think I really enjoy this business. I really want to help people. I want to put people in a better position. And so part of my training, I have to have some field training. So I'm thankful for you coming here to helping me out. And Christian, I actually want to thank you. Christian's been in the business for a couple of years now. He's been killing it, doing his thing, helping tons of family. I really respect and admire his passion about helping people, taking care of them, putting them in the right position, right play. His background is actually he actually has been in the industry, in the insurance industry for quite some time. He did the whole PNC side, and now he's moved over to the life side. So I really love that he could do best of both worlds. So I'm
mm,
gonna sit here, kind of take notes, listen, learn. I want to understand this information so when I become more independent, I can do it all. So I'm thankful for Christian being here and helping me. And I'm also thankful for John, you being here for helping me as well. So I'm gonna let Christian take over. I'm gonna mute myself, stay quiet. I'm here listening, taking notes. So if you need me, feel free. But you're in good hands with Christian over here.
thank you.
Hey there, John. How you doing?
Hey, Christian, I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good.
Good, good, good. I see you have the Wolf of Wall Street back there. Is that like your favorite
Man,
movie?
that's my favorite movie, bro.
Really? Dude,
Yep.
whether he buys or dies, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, just a little bit of just like you get a little bit of overview. Dimitri said a lot of great things about you. He said that you're already very financially literate. That you're already taking care, that you already have some things set in stone. And this is just mainly for his training. If you see any, we're just gonna, like he said, we're not gonna be pitching anything to you. We're just here just to give you some information. If you see any value in this, then we'd love for you to think about Dimitri whenever you think about something like this, or maybe you might know somebody, right? Like you might know somebody that you can send them over. Now, just to kind of get a little bit of an overview, like what do you do for a living?
Yeah, man, I'm a real estate agent. I've been doing it for like about 11 years now. Uh,
Nice, nice, nice.
yeah, yeah, my family does that too. So yeah, it's been doing that for a while. It's been good to me.
Oh wow, wow, perfect, perfect. And then I'm pretty sure like as a real estate agent, you already like you see the value like in creating assets, creating a family legacy, having all your things in order, right?
Yeah, 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 sure, definitely.
That's great. That's great. Well, honestly, like when you joined the real estate industry, what was something that you kind of realized or that you learned that really kind of struck a chord with you?
Really, it was a lot of people think it's harder than it is to get into
Yeah,
the first house, so they just never really call a professional or inquire about it. They have a vague idea from what they hear on the internet or from their friends, and so what we bring to the table is our approach is educational. It shows them really what it takes, and it's not really that hard, and because of that, we're able to get a lot of people the home of their dreams.
yeah, man. Yeah, and we use the same thing. We use an educational approach. I just kind of wanted to see like how like if has it like how like what does it make you feel like when you sell when you sell someone their property?
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, it's cool because like I said, a lot of people feel like they can't do it. So um, you know,
Yeah.
from the time I meet them, fast forward to all the way giving them their keys,
Yep.
I feel like I did good in our community just because that's somebody that wanted that. They thought they couldn't get it. They met us, they did get it. So,
Exactly.
we just feel good about helping people do that. And everybody has to have a place to live, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's what we do.
Yeah, man. You're just helping families, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, honestly, just a little bit of a background on me. So I know Dimitri already said I've been doing this for 10 years. And what
Hmm.
just to kind of give you a little bit of a background on me. So I've been doing this for 10 years. There's a lot of things. I'm first generation Mexican. So we never really like a lot of our parents, they came here to this country. They didn't really know how to succeed. They didn't know, like I'm pretty sure you know, you probably worked with them before. Like they don't know what it takes to buy, like you said, people are uneducated, they don't know how to buy a house. They don't know how to create
Yeah.
assets. They don't know how to create a legacy. So when I started in this industry, I started seeing that a lot of people in my culture, they weren't succeeding financially. They weren't purchasing homes. They weren't saving for their retirement. So one of the biggest reasons why I do this is to educate families like mine, so then they could build a legacy and avoid all the hardships that it takes to living in this country uneducated. So
Wow.
just to get into this meeting, so our company is called Global Financial Group, and we are actually partnered with Ethos. It's one of the biggest. It's a Fortune was one of the top Fortune 500 companies right now. They are partnered up with Sequoia and SoftBank, and altogether they have about 185 billion dollars in assets.
Wow.
Have you ever seen any of these companies? I'm pretty sure you've seen them, like Prudential. You've probably seen them like in some basketball court on a game or something.
Yeah, I've actually heard of Mutual of Omaha and Lincoln Financial Group.
Yeah, there's some of the biggest companies. Well, yeah, like I said, we're in partnership with 25 companies. They're all within the Fortune 500. These companies have been around for more than 200 years, so they're not really going anywhere. We're like, and just to let you know, Dimitri can't just help. Like, if you ever think about sending someone to Dimitri or having Dimitri help someone, and you're like, oh, well, they're not in California, because I know since you do real estate, if you have your California license, you could only sell real estate in California, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the perfect thing is that Dimitri actually has the option to sell in all 50 states.
Cool.
So there's no limit to his income, and he could actually sell in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, Canada, and the Virgin Islands. And now we actually even have the ability to help families in Mexico and in Colombia as well.
Oh, no way. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah. And one of the top things about us is that we're industry leading in persistency. So I'm pretty sure I know it's confusing, but what that means is that out of 90% of the of the accounts that we start, like 90% of them stay in the books. So out of like every time we sell a policy, 90% chance they're going to keep their plan with us for the long term.
Okay. Okay.
And just out of curiosity, has anybody ever gone over the three rules of money with you?
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that. Okay, perfect. Well, it's gonna be a learning experience for you, and it'll be also be a learning experience for Dimitri because he has to learn this too. So well, the first rule, so like the three rules is basic. It's just how does your money make money? How is it protected? And at the end, how do you pay Uncle Sam? Which we all want to avoid that, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so the first rule, the rule of 72, this is what Albert Einstein likes to like he likes to call it the ninth wonder of the world. So what happens is this is what really explains compounding interest. Have you ever heard that term before?
Yeah, 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 100%.
Okay, perfect. So you know, so every time you sold a house or you've done anything like that, you know that there's an interest, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then you also know that sometimes the reverse happens. Sometimes you could put money in an account and it gives you the interest.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Okay, perfect. So like I'm pretty sure you recognize this. Like you know that there's savings accounts with Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. Well,
Hmm.
yeah, and most of those accounts pay 1%. So when you the rule of 72, the way you explain that is, well, if I'm getting 1%, I'm pretty sure the first question you have is how am I going to double my money?
Yeah, yeah.
Or when I'm going to double my money. So with the rule of 72 is you get that 1%, you get 72, you divide it by that 1%, and it gives you the amount of years it's going to take your money to double. How old are you right now, John?
I'm 30, 35.
35. So if you have an account at 1%, in 72 years it's going to double. So you won't see your money double until you're 105, 110. I'm pretty sure none of us last that long, right?
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I will.
And as the percentage goes up, every like 4, 6, 12%, the money doubles a lot faster. At 4%, it'll be every 18 years, 6% every 12 years, 12% every 6 years. And like I'm pretty sure you'd rather have your money doubling every 6 years, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the way we explain compounding interest. And we actually work with a lot of the companies that are within that 4 to 6 to 12% returns. And now the second rule is how is the money, how does the money get protected? Because you know, like every time you invest money, whether in property or in any investment, the probability of it going up or down is always there, right?
Yep.
So you can do the first plan that I told you, where you start a savings account and you're going to get that 1% for a very long time, but it's never going to go up or down. Pretty. It sounds pretty boring, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you could be, or you could do what's really, really fun. You can gamble it. You could put it into a property, or you can put it into an investment or into stocks. And then your money goes up and down like a roller coaster, and you get to have a lot of fun. But when you're not having fun, that's when you start stressing out, right?
Yep, yep, yep. I know that.
Yeah, and then some of the plans that we work with are what's called indexed. So that means that your account is going to participate with the market. It's going to gain, it's going to have gains, but you're never going to lose your principal. So so every year it goes up, 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 and if one year it goes down, you don't lose anything. You zero out for the year, your account stays at its balance. Sounds a lot better, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy. It's one of those things that a lot of people like to kind of gatekeep this kind of information, but that's why we're here. We're here to educate families, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I learned it. And then the third rule of money is, how does it get taxed? You could get your money taxed now through a mutual fund, bank CD, so you get taxed right then and there, or it gets taxed later, like a 401k or an IRA. So you think you have all this amount of money, and then boom, capital gains, the government wants their money, and then that $200,000 account that you thought you had turns to 100K.
Mm.
It doesn't sound great, right?
Yeah, yeah. If I'm able to not pay the IRS, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. So what we do is we do the third option. We do tax advantage. So this could be like an IRA, a Roth IRA, executive bonus plan. What this means is, like, it doesn't mean that you're not going to pay any taxes at all. It means tax advantage. So it means that we'll do what's the best strategy possible to help you pay the least amount of taxes. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Yeah, exactly right. So if I can get you a returns of 6% and I could have it indexed, and I can help you pay less on taxes, how much would that be worth to you?
Man, I mean, I don't know. Because the last time I bought something, I think I walked away with like an extra 60 grand. And then I had to pay capital gains taxes on it. And I don't know exactly how much it was, because I combined it, with all the other things I do. But I'm
Of
sure I'm sure
course.
I'm sure it's significant.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we do. We create plans and we set them up. So this is exactly what Dimitri knows how to do. And we're gonna show you right here. Oh, how do you go back? Okay, there we go. So this is our client service menu. This is what Dimitri knows how to do, and this is what he's going to be able to do for you. He can, like, exactly like you said, he can create tax advantage wealth accumulation programs. He can do asset protection, so he could protect retirements, protect your portfolio. We also set up college accounts for children. We help people consolidate their debt so they pay the least amount in interest. We help with mortgage protection, which I'm pretty sure you already kind of know about because you do real estate.
Yeah.
We help people grow their money with a Roth IRA or an index a universal account. We also help them plan for their estates. So I don't know if you've taken care of this as a realtor, but we actually help you set up a living trust and protect your assets. So then if you ever have to sell a property, your children don't have to pay a capital gains tax. So we help out with that, and we also set up life insurance with living benefits and final expense. Is there any of these things that kind of have your mind a little bit, that you're kind of leaning towards, and you're like, oh, I want more information on that?
Let's stop here. This is good. Um, uh, I'm recording still, but actually, I'm gonna keep recording because I'm gonna send this to you.
Yeah.
Before I say the things that I caught, I wrote down some good things and some things to improve on. What do you think you did good?
No, I feel like I had a strong opening, but I feel like I could have put in a little bit more effort in the discovery.
Okay, effort how?
Like 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 put like probably I should have asked more, like Are you currently investing in anything? Do you have any plans? Do you have any big purchases coming up?
Have you seen? Let me give you this real quick. Um, this is a guide for you to use because you're right. You do need to do the discovery a lot more. I would even
Yeah.
say you really did one. Uh, and this is going to guide you. You don't got to ask everything on there, but but this is going to open up, a conversation.
Yeah.
So when you're after Dimitri introduces you, I think Dimitri did a really good job doing that.
Yeah, you did.
You actually did a good job edifying him back. What I wrote down, your 2 minute success story was really good. You want to the first thing I caught that you didn't do, you want to pre-frame them to give Dimitri referrals. So the way I always say it is like, hey, just so you know, I'm not sure what you think we're gonna do here. Like, I'm not gonna twist your arm and get you to buy anything. I need to raise awareness for what he's doing.
Oh,
Because
okay.
and so as I'm saying these things, I'm gonna kind of ask you like, hey, do you know anybody? Me and Dimitri would appreciate it if you keep as I'm explaining these things to keep some referrals in mind that people that are like you, professional, have a family, probably want to retire early, have a bigger emergency fund, put their kids through school, stuff. That's what I'm gonna get into right now, okay? And then get them to agree. Um,
Okay.
that's one thing. Your success story was great. Open up that questionnaire I just sent you.
Let me
It
see.
should it
Did
should
you
look
send
familiar
it?
to you because I know you've had it before. But if you
Can I
don't
give
do
you another?
this,
Can I give you
Where'd you
another pitch on how to get that referrals?
yeah, yeah,
where'd
yeah. Go
you
ahead,
where'd
Dimitri.
you where'd you where'd you send it?
It's on Zoom.
Oh, it's on the Zoom. Sorry,
The
I
chat
didn't check.
box.
I thought you sent it to me personally. Let me do that because I think I can't see it because I'm still sharing my screen. There it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have it open.
Okay, so as you're reading anything, do you see anything that you wouldn't be comfortable asking? Because the next time we role play, I'm gonna have you go through this. So you first talk about what they do for work.
Hmm.
Talk about the next thing it says, what are your financial goals? If you don't get this from them in the beginning, you have
Yeah.
nothing to tie it to, and you're actually doing what I used to do a long time ago. I'd get to the menu and kind of be like, "Do you see anything?" And they're like, "Ah, I don't know." So
Yeah.
if you get their financial goals down, then you're gonna have something to tie it to.
Yeah.
So that's number one. It asks if they're currently investing at work in the questionnaire. It asks if they're doing outside investing. It asks if they have life insurance. It asks if they're open to opportunities to make money. If you if you,
Okay.
if you go through this with them, not only is it going to feel like you're breaking the ice, you're going to have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly.
pull the presentation back up real quick.
Dang it, John. I'm like, you're making me go back and forth here.
What else did I? Oh, these are little things and they're subtle, but you need to get all the little things in order. I heard you say, I think you're already financially literate, which I kind of get where you're going. You want to compliment them. But I wouldn't lead their mind to think like, yeah, I already know this. I would be like, hey, my job is to show you some new information that's valuable, and I hope it impresses you. Or you can kind of word that however you want, but don't tell him that he already knows, especially if he hasn't told you he already knows.
Yeah.
There's that. Let's see. Something me and you do. Me and you do this. We talk really fast, so you can get that on your own. 2 minutes
Yeah.
success story was good. Um, okay, go to slide two.
Okay. Let's see. Give me a second here.
Second, there you go. Okay, so this is what you did right here. You went into the companies, like the credibility of the carriers. I would refer to them as financial institutions. That's just what I personally like. You don't have to. That's just an option. What I
Okay.
what I always do is you did this part already. You said, hey, they got 100, $85 billion in assets. They're like this part right here. What is the goal that you want to leave the customer with? Like, what do you want them to feel after you say all this?
Like that we're one of the fastest growing companies.
The part that I circled in red.
Yeah.
Part circle in red is not about fast growing.
Well, it's supposed to establish credibility too, right? It's supposed to let them know that money is safe with us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send you this video, so you don't gotta write it down, but you want them to think right here that our company is cutting edge, latest and
Okay.
greatest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you're selling phones, you want to be like, this is how we compare against the new iPhone, whatever.
Yeah.
So like that needs to be in your heart as you're saying this. And
Okay.
And
you can say the exact same words and it'll communicate different, I guarantee you.
and
And
also
okay, Dimitri, go ahead, go ahead.
I want to add one thing to that part too, is I think sometimes we get these objections, you might come across them, is if I put my money with you, are you going to go bankrupt or go down?
Oh,
So the
okay.
coolest thing I like about this is we're backed with all this support.
Hmm.
So therefore we'll never go down. So that's the conviction you'll have behind the credibility of our company.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So you want to give this one that you're cutting edge. This one, what do you think the idea to convey is here?
That one I didn't go over. That one I messed up on. But it's you want to convey that we're experienced and we pretty much we've seen it all. We've been around the block. We know exactly how everything goes.
Hmm.
We don't
Good.
make mistakes.
This part is what Dimitri just said, so he already hit that. This part you actually did really good on, and you did something that you didn't do for the rest of them on the 50 states. Do you know what it is?
What?
You tied it to the trainee Dimitri. So you said Dimitri is able to do
Okay.
business in all 50 states. He's about to get his state license, and you were even like, yeah, like your real estate license, you can only do California, right? I was like, yeah. So in every single one of these things, you want to be conveying the company is cutting edge, and Dimitri is in direct partnership with them with his new career. The company has tons of experience, have been doing this forever, and Dimitri is getting coached by it. The country is in partnership with, the best of the best financial institutions, and Dimitri's doing business with them. He just signed contracts. The company does all business in 50 states, and Dimitri's able to do it.
Yeah.
I personally don't like the persistency thing because no client, like if they don't work with us, they don't know what the fuck that means. But whatever.
Yeah.
So, so everything here, you got the idea of it, but you need to tie it back to the trainer. They need to be hearing this. And, like if Dimitri's my friend from high school, like, oh, cool, he's like doing big things. They got to walk away feeling that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
That's
something I
how
would.
I make them walk away feeling that. As I'm like, persistency. Do you know how to sell the persistency?
I think he did pretty good on it. Oh no, you kind of mess up with your words, but yeah, well, why don't you do it, Dimitri, the persistency? Because I personally don't know how to train on that. I don't really say it.
You know what I'm saying? Well, this is what I like about leading persistency. Hey, you know what? When clients decide to move forward with us, they become part of our family. That's why we're leading the lead in persistency. They stay our clients. Then they also give us some referrals because we're happy with our services. We take care of them and they become like a brotherhood, part of our culture, part of our family. And that's why I like our industry. That's why I like the companies that we work with because they're all happy. So I kind of relate them being family and because they're family, they stay our clients ongoing. Like the people don't just decide to become their clients and then, charge back their stuff and, F you kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I would kind of convey when it comes to that part. Like people want to be our clients. Like we're educating them, we're teaching them, we're helping them, we're guiding them, and we're setting up for the future. So therefore they like that. So therefore they want to stay our clients. Because anybody can sell to anything, and anyone can sell to anybody, but to stay your client is important. And staying your client is also shows credibility of our company because all of our clients show us staying. Right now with the company wide, we're at 92% persistency, meaning only 8% decided to, go somewhere else as an example, or passed away, or this or that, the other. And that's really high. Most companies are 70%. So that goes back to credibility. So that's why I like to say that.
That's good, Dimitri. No, yeah, I get a little more. You know what I would say for me? I like this is kind of like imagine you go to Target and you buy something and it says, "Hey, this has been returned one time out of 100." That's what persistency means. But anyway, okay, cool.
Oh,
That's
and then I want to mention too, really quickly, if that's okay with you guys, is the referrals. Hey, you know what? I want to give you a lot of value. I'm going to give Dimitri value because he's learning, he's growing, but also in return, I want to give you value because you're here too. And so I want to express the value that I could give the both of you. But I do ask appreciation of my time, my efforts, my energy. And that's appreciation for Dimitri. I know you're his friend. I know you've been friends for a very long time. And I know you love and you care for him and you appreciate him. The biggest way to show appreciation for the relationship that you guys have, and for me too, because I want his business to grow, is to give him some referrals. So as we go along and go over all this great stuff that you're gonna get a lot of value from, I want you to think about maybe three, four, five, even 10, if you love him that much, to give him some referrals. So then we can go express the things that we do. And so I want to earn your love, trust, and respect first. So therefore, you can give them some referrals at the in the back end. Is that okay with you? So I ask permission to get the referrals up front.
cool, cool.
So
Uh,
just another extra thing to think about and add. However you want to change it, make it your own, whatever you want. I just wanted to throw that out there so both of you guys can kind of use it in your own terms.
What are the three rules of money, Chris? Thank you, Dimitri.
Okay.
So yeah, tie everything to Dimitri on there. Good. Three rules of money. The customer almost never talked here. That's not a good thing. I think you probably felt it too, because I started just being
Yeah.
like, yep, yep, cool.
Yeah.
You know? So so you need to engage them more. Here's some food for thought on how to engage them more. You did good on saying, "Hey, you ever heard of this before?" They said no. Okay. I would the this part, the three rules of money, and actually I'm gonna save that for later. What you want to do is come up with an example. It's be like, hey, an example on when they would be 29 with 10 grand, like they are 29 with 10 grand, and it taking 72 years. And then even ask them like, would you invest in somebody if it was going to take that long? No. Cool. You can bring it back in later. Like, hey, that's what you're doing already, just so you know. Um, and then do all of them. Let them pick one. So like that, like that's something I do. I'm like, hey, so out of all these, like, do you notice that like the money's way more and the 12 bucks versus the $6? Yeah. I mean, you would think it would just be double, right? Six plus six more is 12. It's just double. Why is it not 160 grand? And I let them tell me. Oh yeah, you're right. Compounding interest. So it's doubling
Okay. Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single time. And that new double is doubling. The new double is doubling, and you can go there, right? But that's kind of like a jab to their mouth. It's like, hey, let me on your phone and like I'm talking here, you know, if you feel that. Next thing, phase two, you did really good. And the taxes you did good too. That's kind of what else did I write here? Have client more engaged. Um, I don't know how you two feel about this, or you, Dimitri, too. I personally stopped saying that it's like a secret, or it's gatekeep, or it's gate kept, or stuff like that.
Okay.
But I know where you're going, and it kind of was. It's not well known. I don't want them feeling like, oh, not a lot of people are doing this. I want them feeling the opposite. I want them feeling like everybody's doing this now. I want them feeling like this is Uber and you're taking a taxi. That's what I want them
Okay.
feeling. So the way I say this is the index part. I'm like, hey, have you ever gone down the rabbit hole about how the Rockefellers made their money? Sometimes they know about it, sometimes they don't. I'll say, yeah, well, like they protected their money from loss inside accounts that are indexed, and a lot of people didn't know about it at first, but now because of the internet, it's catching on. Everyone's moving over their variable accounts to these things, and they're using the same strategy the Rockefellers did. Our company's doing thousands of applications a day. This is a big deal. People are protecting their money now. Just
Okay. Yeah. That's better.
yeah. Go to client service menu. I don't know about you, Dimitri, but unless I have a reason to, I don't say anything else besides those three slides. If they express an interest in college savings, I'll go to that slide. If they express
Yeah.
an
That's what
interest
I.
in, yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah. That's how I was too.
okay. The biggest thing you need to remember here, if you don't remember anything that was said today, this was probably your worst slide. The three rules of money is probably your best one. This one, you need to like in your brain, you need to be like story tell, story tell, story tell, story tell. You kind of just
Okay.
buzz through a lot of these. So,
Okay.
so tax advantage, wealth accumulation. I always say, hey, what do you think tax advantage means? Let there be a little pause. Let them say, I don't know. I don't know. Like you pay less taxes, better. You don't pay any taxes. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say. But you need to paint a story for each one of them. And you remember that questionnaire?
Yeah.
That questionnaire is going to tell you which ones to hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they said, oh, hey, I'm saving money to buy a house. Hey, cool. Remember I showed you three rules of money about like, when you're saving, you're earning interest. Remember how you said like you like a 12% would be cool? Imagine you're doing that, and then when you go to put it into a house, you don't gotta pay taxes on it. Really? Yeah. And there's never a chance of losing your money like we talked about. That's what tax advantage wealth accumulation is. Everything ties back to Dimitri. Storytell Dimitri, storytell Dimitri, storytell Dimitri. And so
Okay.
Dimitri now is able, he's going to get his license. He's able to do all these things. If you know people that want to just sock away money, similar to a house, but when they need the money in their bank, they're not going to get hit by the IRS. Cool thing. And they say, oh, okay, cool. Asset protection. Paint a story there. You know anybody in their 60s? Let me tell you how Dimitri can help them. Imagine they've been working the job for 30 years and they go to retire. And then sir, because you do real estate, you know what happened in 2008. Imagine that happens when he retires or in retirement.
Yeah.
40% of people's money was lost. Dimitri can prevent that. Protect their money right away. No more loss. College funds for kids. You know, sounds pretty basic. Debt management. These all need to be a little elevator pitches. Imagine people that pay a little bit more on their debt. Imagine that extra money goes into a 12% account. They pay off their debt faster. Pay off their mortgages faster. Um, Life insurance, I only say living benefits. Imagine even they have life insurance now. Like, hey, so imagine if your life policy, you said you had AAA. Imagine if your life policy, if you got sick, if you had to get a heart transplant, you got a stroke. What are you gonna do at work? Oh yeah, I don't know. I have a savings. Imagine if you're able to tap into your life policy with your life. What would that mean to you? Yeah, that's cool. By the way, AAA doesn't offer that, but we're happy to, take a look at yours and review it and, see if you're up to date on that with the latest additions in the industry. Estate planning, if I usually don't go too deep into this, but they do real estate, I will. If you got guys with
Okay.
multiple properties, they're gonna face inheritance tax, capital gains tax. There's probably an upkeep to run the business. There's probably mortgages still on it if it's over leveraged. We can
Yeah.
alleviate all that. But a lot of your time has to spend here. Even if this guy is like walks away and he doesn't want anything and he's shutting down, you at least want him to like know what Dimitri's doing and have a good understanding of all these things. Or not, maybe not all of them, but all the ones that showed of importance in the initial questionnaire that I sent you.
Yeah. Okay.
And instead of making them tell you that they want something, you can say like this seems to be like your new language. Like, hey, you need to find a problem is what all this is. So let's just say I've been investing in like a Roth IRA in this example. Like I'm a real estate agent or an IRA. Let's just say an IRA, Roth IRA. You can say, hey, John, I know you're putting money in a 401k or whatever it's in. What would you say your biggest concern is? Is it losing money in the market or is it the tax implications later on?
Hmm.
I'll tell you one of them. I'll be like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, the market always bounces back. I'm in my 30s. I mean, really, it's like the taxes, bro. Go into that. Hey, if I can show you some options to alleviate that, would you let us serve you in that way?
Yeah.
It's a lot stronger closes. You get more policies out of it that way too.
All right. Perfect.
Rich, what else do you want to add?
Um, what I would add is once you go over all these things, can I ask you a question? Did any of the things that I mentioned to you stand out a little bit more than the others? Then,
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
right, they'll pick one or two or three. So now you have information. So I think what's really important when you present is most people, when they become presenters, they want to give information and they expect to close based on the information that's given. And so I learned how to do that in the beginning. And then now I learn how to not present, but have a conversation. So I'm
Hmm.
just talking about these things very briefly, but I care about what you think, what's important to you.
Hmm.
So, hey, you know what? I have a bunch of these things. I'm gonna go over each one of these things, right? Just to give you some information. And then you can do one by one, or you can do at the end, whichever one. I've done both. I just like to have fun with it because I get bored doing the same thing over and over. So tax accumulation, this is how it works, blah, blah, blah. Explain it real quick. Would you say that's important to you? Right? Or I could say, on a scale from 1 to 10, how important is that to you? And I can kind of gauge how to go into depth, right? College savings. Do you have any kids? No? Okay, well, maybe that's not important to you, but we do that. We help kids go to college if that's what you're seeking. So if it's not important to you, then I don't even tell you people about it. I just move on. But if it
Yeah.
is important to you, then I go more elaborate. Right? Life insurance. Let's just say it is important to you. Oh, that's awesome. Do you have any life insurance now? Oh, what do you have now? You're right. I get into more depth because I want to have a conversation, not just give a presentation, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. But yeah, I would either you could play around with it. I do all the time. I ask the question at the beginning, I ask them at the end. I just like to have fun, but I still get the answers regardless. But I think the most easier one to do is ask the question at the end. Hey, you know what? Based on the information I went over, what's best? What do you think about, you know, out of these guys? What would be, most important to you?
Yeah.
And then they'll say infinite banking. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad you picked that one. Why would you say infinite banking? Oh, because I heard on TikTok, blah, 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 blah. Right. So you just kind of elaborate. So now you know they like infinite banking. So when I sell any strategy, I'm talking about infinite banking, not about life insurance. Let's just say they want life insurance. I would talk about life insurance and living benefits, not about infinite banking. So that gives me final expense. If I talk about if they want final expense, then I know they want final expense. There's no point to talk about infinite banking or anything else. I'm having a lost conversation. So I think finding what they are looking for and what they want is a better conversation to have with them to give them what they're looking for at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. But you're gonna uncover that with that first PDF too.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Just don't
yeah.
spit on me, bro.
My bad. My bad. Like, wipe my screen.
And then you yeah. And I think you already know this too, but I'm just gonna say it. And like I might use this video for further training, by the way. But the way you have to think about this is, when we buy leads, like for our company, these guys are already interested and they have like intention to buy, right? And they
Yeah.
have like a budget in their mind. That's when you buy leads. This is not buying leads. This is like being the marketing company that sold us the lead. So
Yeah.
everything's just real, like dancing and like, hey, what's up? Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Click here, click here. And like it narrows in, right? Like almost like a snake, right? It narrows in,
Yeah.
it's wrapping around, and then you're still okay. So I got this, I got this. You do three buckets, and then once you're in the second meeting, it's like getting them. It's like, all right, well, I found out what's important to you already. And if you did this meeting right and you go deep into discovery with that first questionnaire, you'll have tons of stuff to talk about the first time, and they won't be able to back out because you'll be like, okay, well, you said you're not on track to retire. You said your biggest concern is taxes. Like, is there something I'm missing? Well, like, have you tried to solve this before? Why are you trying to do it now? If you could just always look on the internet, what's the urgency to do it now? They'll tell you like, oh well. I've been meaning to get around to it, but then Dimitri just hit me up and it's right time, right place. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll train on second appointments later, but this one you shouldn't really feel any pressure. You just feel like, hey, I'm just here to like. You should think of it like what's those there's like those quotes that say like don't focus on the outcome, just focus on doing a perfect process. Like just
Yeah.
nail the first questionnaire, nail tying everything to Dimitri, nail explaining it like a 5-year-old could understand and then nail like I think you'll be probably one of the best at this part, the storytelling, because you like
Yeah.
comedy and all that different stuff. Like that's what comedians are into. So I think you can have fun with this part. You can even ask ChatGPT to give you some examples to rap on. But
Yeah.
if you can make that real dancey, you'll alleviate pressure and you probably get a lot of commitment from them.
Yeah. All right. I know. I get it.
Very
All
good.
right, for sure.
All right,
All
Chris.
right.
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey,
All
book reading tomorrow, 8 a.m.
right. Let's do it.
Thought you said 9.
Oh, I said, hey, Dimitri, stop. I hate you.
Bro, you
He did
said
say
9.
eight. He said
You want me to
eight.
send a screenshot? I'm gonna send a screenshot, Dimitri.
All right.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
gonna send
Talk
a
to you guys later.
screenshot that you said 9.
All right. Later.